Hola and welcome. My name is Jose Gonzalez, and I'm the Executive Director and co-founder of the Miracle Theater Group, also known as Milagro. I'm very excited to tell you about next season. Season 35 is all about storytelling, an imaginative journey through the world of fantasy, fairy tales, and folklore. Join us as we share stories about fantastical creatures, great heroes and heroines, mystical monsters, magical beings, and spirits from another world. Season 35 begins with Milagro's beloved 23rd annual Dia de Muertos production. This year we are inspired by an imaginary creature unique in the world of Latino art, the alebrije, a dream come to life. Born of one man's dying vision, the 2018 Dia de Muertos production is devised and directed by Milagro veteran Georgina Escobar. And here she is to tell you more about alebrijes.
Pedro Linares, the creator of the alebrije, is a man surrounded in legend and surrounded in myth, just like many things in Mexico, including Maria Sabina and Manuel Jimenez, who are also attributed creating the wood alebrije from Oaxaca. I plan to bring the elements of Monte Alban in Oaxaca and Mexico City in the 1930s, along with music by Cricri, who was Francisco Gabilondo Soler, Oscar Chavez, some of our classics that we understand from Dia de los Muertos like La Bruja, and even maybe inviting some classics like Cielito Lindo, in a form to embrace the mythical part of Linares' brain in creating the alebrijes, whether that was a close encounter with death or whether it was the surroundings, including his love for animals, who I plan to use in puppetry in creating the alebrijes, and the strong use of physical actors and choreography and transitions. I really hope you come see it, and it's called La Noche de los Alebrijes, or the Night of the Alebrije, preferably just alebrije.
Hello, I'm Danielle Milan, Artistic Director of Teatro Milagro, the bilingual touring wing of Milagro. For nearly 30 years, Teatro Milagro has created a new play annually to tour across the country. After a year in production, the play opens here at Milagro in January for just 2 weeks. This year, we are honored to have been gifted with the opportunity to bring to the stage the real-life story of a Me Too dreamer who recently became the first Latina Multnomah County judge. Our play will follow the perilous journey of Xiomara Torres as she made her way from Salvador through Mexico and eventually to Oregon. And the play will be infused with folklore and mythology from Xiomara's Mayan ancestry. We are also fortunate to have signed a Salvadorian playwright from Borderlands Theater in Tucson, Arizona. And now here to share her vision of this new work is Milta Ortiz.
Hi, I'm Milta Ortiz, and I'm a playwright. I'm excited to work with Milagro Theater Group on Judge Torres, the play. It's important to share stories of triumph, especially female-centered immigrant stories of triumph in times like these. As a Salvadorian American playwright and an immigrant, it's exciting to weave in Salvadorian folklore like La Ciguanagua and El Cipitillo and share everyday magic with the American audience. Si se puede, right?
Hi, I'm Shira Goldin, Milagro's marketing and production assistant. Thinking about this season, there are so many different purposes stories can serve. Creation myths, educational allegories, and even warnings. Our next show takes us to Costa Rica to recite an ancient tale. Legend says that men returning home after a night of drinking and philandering will see a beautiful woman on the side of the road. If they offer to take her home and turn back to look at her, the woman's beauty will vanish, replaced by a ghastly visage that scars them for life. To tell us more, here's Milagro's own producing creative director and director of the next show in our season, Roy Antonio Arauz.
Beware of la SEGUA. They say that if you have been unfaithful to your beloved, you will be hunted by la SEGUA. The tale says that men coming home after a weekend of debauchery would run into a beautiful woman by the side of the road. They would give her a ride, and suddenly they'd be surrounded by a thick fog. When the man turned around to see how she was doing, her face had turned into a horse's head. Men would go mad, run, often found praying in a church, sometimes found with bite marks, sometimes dead. In this play, Don Alberto Cañas Escalante weaves the legend with the true story of a beautiful young woman in colonial Costa Rica, who for reasons unknown married a much older and blind man. Don Alberto is a Costa Rican cultural icon, politician, writer, intellectual, public servant, and journalist. Among his many accomplishments, he was the first Minister of Culture, Youth, and Sports, and founded the Compañía Nacional de Teatro, the National Theater Company, in 1971. And he was also the first editor of many Costa Rican newspapers. In La SEGUA, Encarnación Sancho is the most beautiful woman in colonial Cartago. She is haunted by the apparition of La SEGUA since the man she loved went crazy after seeing the mythical beast. This story involves superstition, jealousy, and witchcraft as it tackles our societal obsession with youth and beauty. Milagro's production will be presented in a heightened reality where things are not as they seem and are punctuated with moments of dance and movement. We are thrilled to count with the score by Carlos Escalante, written for the most recent Costa Rican production in 2016. La SEGUA by Alberto Cañas Escalante will be presented in Spanish with English supertitles February 7th through March 2nd of 2019.
Hi, I'm Alec Lugo, the marketing associate here at Milagro. The next production in our 35th season is a special one, bringing the forces of Milagro together with another Portland-based theater company, Confrontation Theater. This world premiere co-production encourages introspection and for us to ask difficult questions about ourselves. A young girl, in her desire to find answers, seeks solace on the edge of a bridge, but the truth of her intentions becomes all too clear. And now only one question remains. Will she take the leap, or will the leap take her? Here to tell you more is Confrontation Theater's artistic director and director for our next show, Letevin Alexander.
What's up? I am Letevin Alexander, artistic director of Confrontation Theater, and I am proud to announce a co-production with Milagro for Jump by Charly, Evon, Simpson. Confrontation Theater is a theater with the mission to provide excellent, affordable theater by and about the African diaspora. We do this with the purpose to provide African youth access and opportunities to creatively express themselves unapologetically. We also look to strengthen connections within our culture and to provide long-term artistic development within the African diaspora. For more information about Confrontation Theater, please look at our website at confrontationtheater.com. Also look at our Facebook at facebook.com/Confrontation Theater. Also check us out on Instagram at Confrontation Theater. Jump is a tragic comedy as self-proclaimed by the playwright Charly Evon Simpson, which deals with loss and depression and suicidal thoughts. The main character, Faye, looks to find solace from these things as she deals with her grief and deals with her trauma. Also, while doing this on a bridge that hangs over a gorge. She finds this solace by finding love and connection with her family and with an empathetic friend. This play, Jump, is based off of the article written by playwright Charly Evon Simpson in The New Yorker called Jumpers, which was based off of the Golden Gate Bridge Jumpers. Please come out and check out this play. You will see fantasy, you will see tragic comedy, and you will see someone dealing with their grief and dealing with their trauma and finding peace and solace and calm. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the house. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Corey McCary, and I'm the technical director for Milagro. The final show in our 35th season is particularly exciting, not only for its thrilling storyline, but also because it's proudly presented as a rolling world premiere as a part of the National New Play Network. Deep in the woods, a wife struggles to survive as she and another young woman are kept prisoners by her abusive husband. Meanwhile, a pack of wolves closes in on their home. Now trapped, the women must determine what they are willing to sacrifice for their freedom. Here to talk about this unique cross-culture play is Milagro's executive director, Jose Gonzalez.
And now to close season 35. Milagro is proud to present Marisela Trevino Horta's Wolf at the Door, a grim Latino fairy tale. It's winter in old Mexico, a hacienda far from anything, a time when dogs are said to carry the spirits of the dead to the other world. And then we hear a scratch at the door. Is it that beast of a husband who relishes abuse on women? Or is it something more primal, one of those wolves who have descended from the wood to seek warmth and retribution? Who will have the upper hand and the good sense to know when to open and when to lock that door? Join us for this National New Play Network Rolling Roll premiere. Experience Milagro and let your imagination soar.